take this right back to the letter of Obadiah, where Yahoshua gave us a full, very simplistic explanation of the entire book of Obadiah and how it pertains to the U.S. and the relations with its so-called allies. We know that those allies would be turning their backs on the U.S., according to what was written and the interpretation that he gave us. So now, family, we are seeing all of these things that have been brought to us very simply, very clearly understood by Yahoshua. How everything is playing out across this planet is based by what has been written and all of the Holy Scriptures. And as we're going forward now, knowing that these things are being fulfilled, it is very clear to see whys, the wherefores, who's united with whom, simply by their actions and the words of their mouths. So yes, family, the division between good and evil has become much clearer day by day as we move forward in the global reset. We know that all evil is being removed from this planet. As he speaks, every word that he speaks, that Yahoshua speaks, goes out and fulfills where he has sent it. It does not come back void to him. In other words, it does not come back without fulfillment and action. So we're seeing all of these things, family, as we move forward in the global reset. We know that the wars are going to continue, and that it is very critical for these wars to continue because the removal of all criminal activity from the planet is the basis of those wars. So World War III, yes, is intensifying. We know that we're moving forward quickly to that final battle, the Battle of Armageddon, as he has explained to us where we're headed and what's going to happen. On another note, family, we are continuing to index individuals and corporations as well. Everything on this planet must be identified. And that identification process comes through the indexing. So whether you call it a census or in being in compliance with Know Your Customer, all of these things are very pertinent for moving forward, and everything and everyone must be identified. Go to our website, sovcpr.com.org and .net. To get the latest updated information on how to participate in the indexing, and contact us if you have any questions. So with that, I'd like to go ahead and yield the call to Dr. HENDO I.L. Henderson, the Ad Hoc Chief Justice of the Universal World Court. He is Yahoshua Mashiach, Son of Man, the Son of God, in the flesh. Rise and shine, sir.
Rise and shine. How do you hear me?
Very clearly, sir.
Wow. The last statement you just made, I know for a fact, you don't have to make that statement all the time for the United Nations because they are all believers. They are well aware of exactly who Dr. Henderson is. They don't have any questions. You know,
yes,
if you have to tell anybody that or make that statement, I would say constantly and all the time to anybody on the planet, it would have to be the United States of America. The only ones that I think that still don't believe that Dr. Henderson is who he says. They don't believe. They are the most, I would say, unbelieving people on the planet. You know, when I look at the so-called state of the United States of America, yeah, it's in total shambles. It's going to be in more shambles than they can ever imagine in the coming months. It's going to be in total chaos. I mean, it's going to be rapid destruction going on. It already is. Now, the average city in the United States of America at night is under siege. That war. Young men, young women fighting, killing each other. They don't go to sleep. Everyone else is sleeping. They're up, killing each other off, taking money out of each other's pockets. That even with blood stain on it, they're still stacking it in bottles. You know, I'm only making that statement because right now, again, I say, but just in my last pass would be 5-10 minutes, I've been on the phone talking with elders of communities, people that are in high places, senators, former senators, presidents, former presidents. They're on the phone. They're constantly calling me. I need the world to recognize that I'm not just giving a future plan or some future would-be statement to everyone on the planet whereby he and she will be able to bypass everything that's going on the planet. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not giving anybody any future dreams or any future beliefs. I'm giving them the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I help them, God. Sometimes I make a statement, I say, where I'm saying the nations, the people. I ask the question, why do the nations rage and the people not a vain thing? The kings of the earth, the rulers, they take counsel together against God and against his anointed one. We're asking that question. And then I find myself making a statement saying, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, to the only wise God, the one who has dominion and power over everything. Reason being, my statements are to the whole entire universe, but at the same time, I find myself having to repeat them over and over and over again constantly to the United States of America. That statement right there, the United States of America, does not exist. It's a place that has never existed. And believe it or not, all of their would-be relatives, all of their descendants, all of their ancient descendants have allowed the United States of America and their European would-be relatives and descendants to use that particular statement and use that title now for at least 250 plus years. They have allowed them to do that. Believing that what they were going to do was going to give them this dream of a world whereby the Europeans would be able to conquer the whole entire vast world. You know, I think what's happened to the melanated community, I'm talking about the black folks in my world, where they deem that I've come from, even though the United Nations already recognized me as being the son of the world, son of the planet, son of God, the son of the universe, God. And I'm well, appreciate that. I accept it because that's exactly who I am. So I can't reject who I am. I can't deny who I am. But the United States of America still don't believe. I wake up looking at people every day who has no true belief that I am who I am. They test me every day. Because they still want to test me with these worldly things. I've already explained to them, I am not of this world, just as those that I'm speaking to. I believe that they're not of this world. Don't even ask my Father to take them out of this world, but that he saved them from the evil one. And I do know for a fact that that evil one dwells in them and not in me, because each one of us have a part of us that's pulling against what's right and what's wrong inside of us. I do well dealing with my own, rather than trying to deal with someone else's wrongdoing. And their belief. I'm good. I believe in my Father. Why? Because he sent me in these last days to bring this message to the universe, just to the black folks, not just to the white folks, not just to the Chinese or the Japanese or even Russians or the Ukrainians. I brought this message to everybody on the entire universe, to include those that are still past miles away trying to make it here from what they deem to be some foreign planet. I brought the message for them as well. So when they get here, I'm going to be here with this message. No, AI will not take over the planet, people. They won't. The reason why AI won't take over the planet because AI is a machine that has been created by some dumb idiot man. And his mind is only going to work so far. And then it's going to break down again. That man, the one who claimed that they created AI. He is still out there trying to find his way into the would-be so-called global currency system. Nakamoto. Leo Wanta is still out there trying to find his way into the currency system. Coin is still trying to find his way into the would-be so-called global currency system. And all of those so-called high elites are the masterminds behind all of that. And it all turns into mush and confusion. Stay with me for a little while, United Nations, if you might. I want to indulge you in doing nothing more than entertaining me and bringing this particular understanding of a message to all of the people on the planet. So if you would, can we use our spiritual imagination for a moment? I need you to come on and go with me on this spiritual journey that I'm going to take you on this rise and shine day. If you would, please. Because I'm talking to the United Nations, because I know the United States of America is so lost in its own world of stars and stripes, and some would be so-called bald eagle, until they can't get the message of everything else that's going on the planet. Still circling around some buzzard of an individual that they classify him as living when he's dead. I'm not talking about physically dead, I'm talking about spiritually dead. I have no idea what my father is talking about, because my father is not talking to him. And unless my father is talking to you, you have no clue what he's talking about. Because he's telling me to tell you. And until I tell you, you're not going to know. I'm not telling you until you sit down and listen. Can't get you to sit down and listen long enough. You're too busy trying to get that next would-be you ass out. It has no value, I remind you. The Battle of Armageddon is now beginning to take form and shape. Oh, you don't think so? I know. World War III is already going on, and you still don't believe that. You're still believing that for some strange reason there's going to be a magic bullet that's going to be fired where everybody's going to scream World War III. I'm here to tell you, you're already late. That's already done happened. Like, that happened in about 30 hours, if that. 30 hours after World War II ended, World War III began. I know. They've told you about the silent war and the Cold War and the wars that still are supposed to be secret wars. Part of World War III. 30 hours after World War II ended, World War III began. I know, hard for you to understand, hard for you to be able to recognize it, hard for your little small brain to comprehend. And now, the Battle of Armageddon is taking form and shape, and you still can't see it. I'm giving it to the whole world. Everyone is listening to me. I am the person, believe it or not, without bragging, I'm bringing you facts. I'm the only person on this planet that can give you a full understanding, or if you might call it that, of what you know it to be, revelation. Revelation, revealing the secret of what was placed in a book they call the Book of Revelation. I'm the only person on the planet that can give you that. Go ahead. I challenge you to find someone else that can give it to you. I don't care anything about John Hagee. I don't care anything about all the so-called white scholars. I don't care anything about Nostradamus. I don't care anything about Nostradamus. I can tell you for a fact, there's only one person that's ever been on this planet, or that ever will be on this planet, that can give you a full understanding and bring you revelation in its fullness of what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. You're listening to him. I don't have to keep talking about the fact. You tell me if I can't tell you that. What's going to happen? Do you know what's happening right now with the 4 beasts that are on the planet? Do you know? Well, somebody's reading the tablets. He told me that last night. He said he read the tablets. I know he did. And he already recognized there's only one on this planet that can give you what I'm about to give you right now. So you better take notes. Your notes are going to change according to what I have to tell you next. You don't get it yet. The Battle of Armageddon has started. There will be 4 beasts, and they will be fighting, and they will be in the octagon. You heard this part before. And I will be in the middle of the octagon. I am the referee. I am the referee that's going to keep those beasts fighting. They're not fighting until I tell them it. I'm not going to tell them to stop until they're all beating themselves into a pulp where they're going to be nothing more than small little creatures. And then I'm going to pull them by their tails. I'm going to tell them, I'm going to sit them in their position, and they're going to do what I tell them to do. They're out. That's me. I know I'm building myself physically. They tell me that they're erecting a cross for me. I'm waiting for it. This time I'm going to be much stronger when I go up on that cross. I'm going to beat out this time. I need them to understand that. This time I'm going to pull all their nails up out of their cross, and I'm going to start shooting those nails at them as if though they were darts. Those are the fiery darts that it talked about. I can tell you, there's going to be one weapon formed against you, and you will not prosper. Check it out. I guarantee if you read the book, you'll find out. Well, I'm waiting for that call. Hurry up, you Europeans. You hurry up, you Russians. You hurry up, you Ukrainians. You hurry up. All of you that might have joined the so-called would-be bands of those soldiers back then, go right ahead. You're going to be in the Battle of Armageddon. Your World War III is about to get a little bit more hot. 4B right now. I might say 4. And one of the beats right now is still split in half. He don't know if he can come together and fight this war when he can be a strong beast, or should he just stay a mediocre half and half beast? And talking about you, lion. The lion. The lion is right now a two-headed lion. And he's trying to, like, he's biting his own tail with both heads. Trying to pick who is going to be the last head to be left, to be reclassified, to be king of the jungle. Isn't that right, lion? We're talking about you, France. We're talking about you, Germany. We're talking about you, Ukraine. We're talking about all you so-called European nations. Who includes you, UK? You're part of the lion. You're part of one of those heads, and y'all got it split in half where y'all just looking at each other's head and at the same time snapping the same tail. Both have the same rear end. And you just keep snapping your rear end because you can't figure out which one of y'all are going to be in charge. Classify themselves being king of the jungle, the lion. You go right ahead, because I got some news for you. Right now, while you two-headed lion, you old lion with the two heads, you keep fighting right now. That bear. Yeah, that's the second beat. You're getting flapped by him, and you don't know how to come together. You don't know if you should come together and get enough weapons to go fight that bear. And fight each other for that position to be king of the jungle. You can't figure it out yet. I got news for you. Yes, it's going to cause you a lot of confusion. It's also going to make you become weaker and weaker by the hour. Get ready for it. Boy, I love this stuff. You just don't know. I know. That cross is waiting, and I ain't going to be right there waiting for that cross, too. I know. Because you think because you're going to try to silence me, that it's going to stop what's going to happen to you. You think when you try to silence me, it's going to stop the world from turning around. I guarantee you it will. It's going to stop the world from turning around. I'm going to step down on the left side of the earth. I'm going to step down on the right side of the earth. And down like a drunken man. You're going to make your whole world walk. Just get ready for it. I got plans for you like you got plans for me, but I guarantee you, plans is the plans of victory. Do that. Everybody says I'm mentally wrong. I know. Believe it. I'm dreaming of a hope. God Almighty, I guarantee you, every campus you find from here on out is going to be a white campus. I guarantee it. Go ahead. You can keep fighting. That two-headed lion fighting against the bear. That bear just beating both heads down. Both heads are so sore right now. They trying to figure out when are they going to come together and take their fight together. Let me help you out. You're going to have to make a decision quick. You got to hurry up. Because I can tell you what, that old dragon, third beast, he's steady blowing smoke. He ain't out to fight yet. I say he might be a little bit coward. What you think? Yeah. He's going to have to prove himself sooner or later. He's going to have to start blowing that smoke, that hot smoke, and he's going to have to start breathing out a little bit of fire in it. And when he comes into that battle, man, it's going to be on. We got the bear and the dragon fighting against a two-headed lion. Mighty. What a fight. Boy, you got to sit in this seat. I told the United Nations, and I told everybody on the call, please, let me your spiritual imagination. That's all I need to carry you on the trip of what you're on right now. You can't get off. And anybody who wants out of it right now, I'm going to tell you, you got to lay down. Stop your heart from thinking, because that's the only way you're going to get out of this. Me, I can tell you what's Richmond the way it happened for me. Yeah, I can lay down and let my heart stop ticking, because after 3 days, I'm going to get up again so I can enjoy this here with nature. Tell me, God Almighty. I know everybody's saying the 3 Ds. And everybody's wondering right now, well, where's the fourth beast there? Also, let me help you out. The fourth beast is lying in the trees resting. eating raw meat. Isn't that right, Dinah? Because the fourth beast is known as the leopard. And that leopard ain't moved yet. It's blind yet. Ain't nobody saying he all spotted out. You know what I mean? He'll blend in with the rest of the would-be so-called area. Blending in. You better believe it. Hey, tell them, China. What you doing? I know they're accusing China of killing up all the young people in the U.S. of A with synthetic drugs and all the other stuff. You need to understand. That's just because they're in hiding. They're in hiding. Yep, I know. They're in hiding in plain sight. I just told you that because you can't see them because they blend in with the surroundings. Go right ahead, China. Just keep wrestling. You ain't got to enter the fight yet. It's not your fight. This fight is between the Europeans right now. John, I know. And all of Whitby Islamic that are just laying back right now. They're laying back. They're right underneath that would-be so-called leopard. They're blending in with the surroundings. Giving them the see, they don't believe me. They're going to be waiting for someone like a John Hagee. I can tell them Billy Graham is gone. Larry Graham, he didn't find all the books yet that his father wrote, so he has no clue what's going on. Isn't that right, Larry? Stay with me. I know. They preached the gospel. They brought Christianity to the United States of America. It didn't even exist during that time. Thank God. They bought everyone Jesus Christ. They bought him God in the prophecy of the universe. And right now, they can't tell me who is who in the Bible. I can. I can tell them because I was there even when they first got their name. You better believe I was. Yeah. I say, I don't have to prove to you anything. You got to prove to me not anything. But the situation is here. I don't have to prove myself to you. You got to prove that I'm not myself to me. That's what you got to do. I'm going to tell you right now, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So when I leave this planet, I'm going to carry all of you with me. I'm going to take you to the new planet. A lot of you, I'm going to kick you out day one. On the new planet, get ready. Test me. Please test me. Make me end this one today, and I'll show you there's a new one. You want to think that the Indians got it wrong when they talked about reincarnation? You want it? I can show you that you can be reincarnated. I can show you that you can come back nothing more than a turd or a toad. Just me. I know. You're going to try. Somebody is going to try. Somebody is going to meet everybody because they're going to test God. Somebody's going to do it. I'm waiting. Some wise guy. Some guy looking for a nice looking girl. Nice curves and pretty smile. Long hair. Yeah, he's going to test me because he thinks that's what I want. So he's going to test me to prove to me he can get her before I can. Let me help him out. You can have her. I can make 20,000 million trillion more of those, and still I won't want her. Stay with me. Why? Because they don't believe in my God. They don't believe in my Father. They don't believe in me. He was thinking that don't believe in me. Uh-oh. You're beginning to think now, huh? You don't believe in you. Might be a waste of time, huh? Don't worry about it. We'll move on. We got a whole lot to talk about based upon Armageddon. We don't have time to be worried about who's going to get that girl, right? Or the HENDO, or the dog, or we don't have time for all of that. Because we got to be worried and talking to each other about the battle of Armageddon. Stay with me. Battle of Armageddon. It's knocking on your door. Your door is the Lord's door. Your door is an unsecured door. Your door is a door that is not waterproof. It's not fireproof. It's an unsafe door. All the things now that I just mentioned will be part of the battle of Armageddon. The water is going to come. It's going to flush out, drown out 1/3 of the earth. Yes, the fire is going to come. It's going to purify the other 1/3 of the earth. Stay with me. There's a lot more coming, my brother. You got to worry about the shaking. Yes, that's going to. It's all coming through the battle of Armageddon. Where do you think the water is going to come from? Trying to dry out the water. Well, you better stay here. Where is the shaking going to come from? That's small things they're going to be dropping from the sky and shooting from under the ground. There's going to be a lot of shaking going on. And let me help you out. Hey, Mary, he'd be able to handle this. Not even if he had his guitar and was on his knees, he wouldn't be able to stop all this shaking going on. So that's what you're going to get from the Battle of Armageddon. Oh. The little lady again. She's raising her hand. I'm going to acknowledge her. I'm not going to acknowledge her. I already know what she's going to ask. She's going to ask me, why am I preaching so much doom and gloom? That's going to be her question. So let me give her an answer right now. My Father sent me to do so. Sit down and be quiet while we all do you a favor if you tired of hearing it and take a short break.